Live now. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. If you can hear me. Hello. कोई है? If someone is there, just write a message in to me. Okay, Parag sir, you wave back. So let me now begin. ठीक है? I'm on another call. I'm disconnecting this call. ठीक है? Okay, thank you. All right. Bye. Cheers. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Mumbai Theatre Guide and Whistling Woods International Andheri Bay Studio, Kanchi, who have put together this wonderful evening together and got me here before you all. Can you all hear me, or should I use earphones? Wait, I was on the call. Wait, I think I'll use these earphones with you all. Hello, Andheri. Kanchi, I'm glad you're here. I got you. Okay. So now, on behalf of the Mumbai Theatre Guide and Whistling Woods International Studio Andheri Base, I present to you all the performance of the major actors' assorted monologues. Alright. Now when I say the major actor, I do not mean that I'm a major actor. No, not at all, not one bit. I'm still learning. I am a visiting faculty, all right, at Whistling Woods International, but I learn more from my students. I tell my students the same thing. I am learning more from you all. So let me give you a small little background of this play that I will be performing before you all. It was a couple of years ago, about three and a half years back. I came up with this idea. If I am doing theatre with a lot of people, with a huge team, say for example, if you are doing Julius Caesar, William Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar, large cast, over 50 people in the cast. Very difficult to coordinate and put it together, right? So why not I do a solo monologue where I will be the lead and the only actor. I'll be the director, I'll be the producer, I'll be the lead and only actor. And the duration of this play was at that time 3.5 hours. People told me, are you mad? Who's going to come for your play? Nobody knows Muhammad Ali Shah. Why would anyone come and invest 3.5 hours of the time to see a performance of an artist they don't even know of they've never heard of? I said, don't worry, that's my job. I will make sure that I hold on to the audience attention for 3.5 hours. Okay, fine. And this play is in English, Hindi, Urdu and a bit of Sanskrit. Surprised? But यहाँ पे मैं आपको 3.5 घंटे बोर नहीं करूँगा, don't worry. I will keep it for like 30 minutes or based on the response. I can go on for 18 hours, 24 hours on this. But seeing your reactions, I will take it from there. Okay? The first performance of this play in a 550-seater auditorium, I had 7 people in the audience. How many? 7 people. My brother flew in from Delhi with his friend. He sat on the chair with me over there. And 4 of them were my school friends. So 6. 7th one, I advertised for this play on social media, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, BBM, or emails, SMS, randomly calling people for my play. But those 7 people stood up and gave me a standing ovation for that. 3.5 hours. जो अभी नहीं मिलेगा online, खैर ना मिले कोई बात. I don't want that also. I want to make sure that you invest some good time here. Thereafter, the next show was at Prithvi House in Juhu. And this time, I get a house full. वो दिन और आज का दिन, खैर इस सफर को तो 9 महीने लग गए थे, 8-9 महीने. Every show I performed was a house full. I performed this play single-handedly. I took it abroad as well. I still remember the time I was performing in Kuwait. And the sheikhs of Kuwait had come to see this performance. So they came backstage to me and they told me and that I did not understand what you were doing because I don't speak the language. But by the way you were doing it, we could make out that something very nice. Jai Hind, bhai, Jai Hind, the warrior Shastriya. Thank you very much, Jai Hind. And I'm getting some very. All right. Okay. So now let me tell you. Now I'll tell you a small story of this small little boy who was not even a teenager. Now this boy went on stage for the first time and he forgot his lines on stage. He felt nervous, hands were shivering, body was shaking, cheeks red, ears red, eyes started watering, said thank you and came back and sat. Now this boy had two choices, two options before him. Either he comes back, cries, or works on himself. He used to stammer, stutter, lisp. Nobody wanted to be his friend. That night he cried, kept crying. Took his English reader and kept reciting his lines again and again. From night it became morning. And in the morning, for the English class, the teacher asked, who will read this? This little boy raised his hand up. Right up. Who was very shy, introverted, timid, unsure of himself, continuously living in self-doubt. Am I good enough? Am I smart enough? Everybody was very surprised. Everyone turned around and looked at him. Oh, this idiot will recite. Let's see. And there's a difference when we read something, when we speak something, and when we recite something. So this little boy started reading. He read so well that everybody clapped. And when everyone clapped, they came in the tea break to him, offered the tiffin to him. We were so impressed. But there was no looking back thereafter. This little boy won the best actor, best debater, best in elocution, best in dramatics, best in every single competition on stage. He was lifting up the prize. And that boy later on became an international TEDx speaker with the highest number of TEDx talks in the world. Not just in India, in the world. Started traveling by private aircrafts to deliver performances and talks. Became one of the leading motivational speakers of the country. And that little boy dared to do a play which nobody believed in. When the lockdown started, right? At that time, 2019, that same little boy last year was invited to Cambridge University to deliver a talk. But he couldn't go because he had some other commitments, the dates were clashing. So they asked him. He was working for a film called The Broken Window, which has been produced by Priyanka Chopra. So they asked him, why don't you do a webinar with us? Creative people, no, they have a kind of a mental block to technology. He had heard of what a seminar is, but he did not know what a webinar is. So they said it's very simple. Zoom, WebEx, Google Meet. Just come on that and we'll do it. He couldn't do it. And he missed out on the golden opportunity of going to... This one, Mr. Akshat Agrawal. Hello, Akshat. I got your comment. But listen, if you're not enjoying it, you're free to welcome. You're welcome to log out. Yeah, why are you watching it? I don't understand. You are not you. If you're not enjoying it, please log out. You're most welcome. No one's forcing you on gunpoint, and it's okay. But just mind your language on this. Yeah, I mean, you're free to throw stones and tomatoes and potatoes at me, but just mind your language because it's a public platform. You know, it doesn't look good, and आपको शोभा नहीं देता है. Anyhow, so now what happened? लॉकडाउन शुरू हो गया, ठीक है. लॉकडाउन में दिस सेम इंटरनेशनल TEDx speaker, his talks, his plays got cancelled back to back. Now this boy thought, oh, last year the Cambridge University had invited me to deliver a talk. why don't I deliver a talk online? So he downloaded all these apps to which he had a mental block. अब ऐप तो डाउनलोड कर लिया, जी हाँ साहब, उसको इस्तेमाल करना नहीं आ रहा. Spent 2 days struggling with it. Finally got over it. और 2 घंटे में he was on paid webinars back to back, motivating people as far as, not just in India, not just in a city, internationally, in the COVID-19 affected countries, their families. Anyway, thank you very much, Parameshwaran. My father, who's your friend, is a big fan of us. So sweet of you. Thank you. All right. So now what happened? They say you can't do theatre in a lockdown. You can have discussions on theatre. 2 days back, I was invited by one of the leading groups, theatre groups of India, to conduct a small online workshop of theatre. I told them, mental block क्या होता है भाई? It's in our minds. अगर हमें नहीं दिख रहा है ना होते हुए, हम नहीं होएगा. हम अपने ही दिमाग में जंजीरें बांध देते हैं and we block our minds, saying this thing not. Let me keep my phone in a position where I don't have to hold it. Okay, this is fine. Oops, so sorry. Yeah. So now for example, there's a photograph of a horse which is tied to a wooden log, not a tree, a wooden log. But the horse would not move from there. Why? The horse is thinking, I'm tied to a tree, so I cannot run and escape from here. But if the horse wants, it can do a lot. But it's not moving. That's a mental block. अब किसी ने कह दिया भैया लॉकडाउन में तो आप थिएटर नहीं कर पाओगे मियां. How can we not do theatre in lockdown? Of course you can do theatre in lockdown. And because I had visualized and conceptualized that very performance, I said I will do theatre even in this lockdown. Okay? And then I had been performing my monologues. I had been giving motivational talks back to back. अब सोचिए ऑनलाइन थिएटर हम कर रहे हैं अभी इस टाइम पे, इंस्टाग्राम लाइव पे आप देख रहे हैं, शुक्रिया बहुत बहुत. सुनिए, alarming though it may seem, it was the playwright's whim to write this play in rhyming verse. I fear though it may be a farce, characters, plot or content were not at all important, as long as it was in verse. With gleeful delight perverse, he expects us to improvise and give the audience a surprise. To see a second Vikram Seth in the making. We thought he was joking. Well, as you may well imagine, the attendance at the audition was pretty thin. Now, I wasn't there, of course, but was brought in by force. By virtue of being in his last play. Now, in this matter, I just didn't have any say. Well, as you may well imagine, the attendance at the audition was pretty thin, as I just told you. I'm not cut out to be a hero and then go home with a big zero when his exams come. I mean, how do you explain these things to your dad and mom? Anyway, परफॉर्मेंस शुरू करते हैं. अब मैं आपको एक थोड़ा बता दिया है कि प्ले वॉज, हिंदी में एक प्ले है कॉल्ड आधे अधूरे. वो लिखा है मोहन राकेश ने. शुरुआत में संक्षेप में एक काले सूट पहने हुए एक आदमी आता है स्टेज पे. स्पॉटलाइट सिर्फ उनके ऊपर है. सिगरेट पी रहा होता है या सिगार पी रहा होता है, धुएं को हवा में फूक रहा होता है और बोलता है, अब साहब नहीं आप आप तो गायब हो रहे थे, अब मैं नहीं जानता क्या समझ रहे हैं मैं कौन हूं और क्या आशा कर रहे हैं मैं क्या कहने जा रहा हूं. आप शायद ये सोच रहे होंगे कि मैं इस नाटक में कोई एक निश्चित इकाई हूं. अभिनेता, प्रस्तुतकर्ता,
व्यवस्थापक या कुछ और। परंतु अपने संबंध में निश्चित रूप से कुछ भी नहीं कह सकता। ठीक उसी तरह जैसे इस नाटक के संबंध में नहीं कह सकता, क्योंकि ये नाटक भी मेरी ही तरह अनिश्चित है। उसका कारण यह है कि मैं इसमें हूं और नाटक की बात करना तो बेकार है साहब, क्योंकि कारण तो हर चीज का कुछ ना कुछ होता है ना। अब हालांकि यह आवश्यक नहीं कि जो कारण दिया जाए वास्तविक कारण वही हो, और जब मैं अपने ही संबंध में निश्चित नहीं हूं तो और किसी चीज के कारण अकारण के संबंध में निश्चित कैसे हो सकता हूं? मैं वास्तव में कौन हूं? यह एक ऐसा सवाल है जिसका सामना यहां आकर करना मैंने छोड़ दिया। जो मैं यहां पर हूं, इस मंच पे, इस वेबिनार पे या इस इंस्टाग्राम लाइव पे, वो यहां से बाहर नहीं हूं आप जिंदगी में, और जो यहां से बाहर हूं, खैर इसमें आपकी क्या दिलचस्पी हो सकती है कि मैं यहां से बाहर क्या हूं? शायद अपने बारे में इतना कह देना ही काफी होगा कि सड़क के फुटपाथ पर चलते आप अचानक किस आदमी से टकरा जाते हैं, वो आदमी मैं हूं। आप सिर्फ घूम के मुझे देख लेते हैं, हाँ, इसके अलावा कुछ मतलब नहीं रखते। कहाँ रहता हूं, क्या काम करता हूं, किस किस से मिलता हूं, किन किन परिस्थितियों में जीता हूं। तो आप मतलब नहीं रखते क्योंकि मैं भी आपसे मतलब नहीं रखता, और टकराने के क्षण में आप मेरे लिए वही होते हैं जो मैं आपके लिए होता हूं। इसलिए इस समय जहां मैं खड़ा हूं या जहां मैं बैठा हूं, वहां मेरी जगह आप भी हो सकते थे। अब देखिए ना, दो टकराने वाले व्यक्ति होने के नाते आप में और मुझ में बहुत बड़ी समानता है, और यही समानता आप में और उसमें और दूसरे में, उस दूसरे में और मुझ में। खैर, बहरहाल इस गणित की पहली में कुछ नहीं रखा है। बात केवल इतनी सी है कि विभाजित होकर मैं आप में से हर एक व्यक्ति हूं, हाँ, और यही कारण है कि नाटक के बाहर हो या अंदर मेरी कोई भी एक निश्चित भूमिका नहीं है। हाँ, मुझे कुछ नाटक की शुरुआत में कुछ हल्का याद आ रहा है। मैंने आपको नाटक की शुरुआत में कुछ कहा था। क्या कहा था मैंने आपसे? अगर आप सुन रहे हो गौर से, हाँ, ये याद आ गया। मैंने आपसे ये कहा था कि ये नाटक भी मेरी तरह अनिश्चित है। उसका कारण ये है कि नहीं बताऊंगा, पिछली मरतबा आप कारण नहीं बताया, पर बताऊंगा। इसका कारण ये है कि मैं इसमें हूं और मेरे होने से ही सब कुछ इसमें निर्धारित या अनिर्धारित होता है। अब देखिए ना, एक विशेष परिवार, उसकी विशेष परिस्थितियां, ना, परिवार दूसरा होने से परिस्थितियां बदल जाती हैं। मैं तो फिर भी वही रहता, और ठीक इसी तरह सब कुछ यूं ही निर्धारित या अनिर्धारित करता। अब इस परिवार की स्त्री के स्थान पर कोई दूसरी स्त्री किसी दूसरी तरह से मुझे झेलती, या हो सकता है वो स्त्री मेरी भूमिका ले लेती और मैं उसकी भूमिका लेके उसे झेल। नाटक फिर भी अंत इतना ही अनिश्चित बना रहता, और ये निर्णय करना इतना ही कठिन होता कि इसमें मुख्य भूमिका किसकी थी, मेरी, उस स्त्री की, परिस्थितियों की, या तीनों के बीच से उठते कुछ सवालों। पर माफ कीजिएगा साहब, हो सकता है मैं एक अनिश्चित नाटक में केवल एक अनिश्चित पात्र की बस सफाई भर पेश कर रहा हूं। हो सकता है ये नाटक को एक अनिश्चित रूप ले सकता हूं। अब इस नाटक में से कुछ पंक्तियां हटा दें से, कुछ पंक्तियां और जोड़ दें से, या कुछ शायद पात्रों में थोड़ा हेर फेर कर देने से हो सकता है आप पूरा देखने के बाद या उससे पहले ही कुछ सुझाव दे सकें इस संबंध में। खैर, ये तकरीर, ये भाषण थोड़ा लंबा हो गया, मैं यहीं पे यहाँ पे समाप्त करता हूं। मगर आपको यहाँ समाप्त करने से पहले ये बोल देता हूं कि इस नाटक के बीच इस अनिश्चित पात्र से आपकी भेंट कई बार होगी, ठीक है? अच्छा, मैं आपको एक सच्ची कहानी सुनाऊंगा, सच्ची कहानी, ट्रू स्टोरी। अगर किसी को सच्ची कहानी सुनी है, ये थिएटर का हिस्सा नहीं है, एक कहानी है। क्योंकि किसी ने यहाँ पे लिखा जय हिंद सर, तो अपनी भावनाएं फौजी वाली मैं रोक नहीं पाया। मैं आपको अपनी फौज की एक सच्ची कहानी सुनाऊंगा। अगर आपको सुननी है तो आप लिख सकते हैं यस, नहीं तो फिर मैं आपको ये नाटक को ही बरकरार रखते हैं। हाय प्रियम, हेलो देवांश, सौरभ, आरती बहल, कैसे हैं आप लोग? कुलजीत सिंह जी कैसे हैं आप? मस्त हैं भाई। ज़हनी तौर पर ना खुश रहिए आप इस पैंडेमिक में भी, ठीक है? और हम खुश रहेंगे, हंसते रहेंगे, खुश मिजाज रहेंगे तो हमारी इम्यूनिटी बढ़ेगी। हेलो अली। और अगर हम डिप्रेस हो जाएंगे, अपसेट हो जाएंगे, सोचेंगे कि भाई हम थिएटर नहीं कर सकते, हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते इस पैंडेमिक, तो हम नहीं कर पाएंगे। एज दे से, इफ यू थिंक यू आर बीटन, यू आर। If you think you dare not, you don't. If you'd like to win, but think you cannot, there's almost a kinch you won't. If you think you're outclassed, you are. For out in the world we find success begins with a person's will. It's all in the state of mind. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win the prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man. But sooner or later, the person who wins is the one who thinks he can. Alright? Okay. वोकल एक्सरसाइज के बारे में बताओ प्लीज। बताएंगे, बिल्कुल बताएंगे। आई एम ऑन इंस्टाग्राम बाय द नेम ऑफ मेजर अली शाह एनी हाउ, बट नाउ आई टेल यू समथिंग एल्स। रियल स्टोरी है ये, असली कहानी है। 28 जून 28 जून 1999। नाउ व्हाट हैड हैपेंड इन 1999? आपने ये सर बोला तो मैं आपको बताऊंगा सच्ची कहानी। द कारगिल वॉर वॉज ऑन, राइट? मैं फौजी हूं, मैं फौज में रह चुका हूं, तो आपको मैं 1999 में एक असल किस्सा हुआ था उसके बारे में बताऊंगा आपको। 28 जून 1999 पोस्ट मिडनाइट, हमारे एक सीनियर थे आर्मी से बाय द नेम ऑफ कैप्टन कैंगरूज। कैप्टन कैंगरूज बहुत ही एक हम्बल बैकग्राउंड से आते थे, नागालैंड से, नागालैंड के बहुत छोटे से गांव से। I will tell you, Pushkar, I will answer all your questions. अब क्या हुआ? Captain Kangaroos, -19 डिग्री टेम्परेचर, -19 डिग्री टेम्परेचर, स्टीप क्लाइंब, वर्टिकल क्लाइंब, ऐसे टेरेन में। दुश्मन तो था वहां पे, जी हाँ, उससे बढ़कर दुश्मन था वहां का टेरेन, क्लाइमेट, टेम्परेचर, लैक ऑफ सप्लाईज, लैक ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, सांस लेने में दिक्कत आई हो, आप कदम नहीं जमा सकते। कैप्टन कैंगरूज को ऑर्डर मिला कि एक चट्टान के ऊपर दुश्मन की 2 LMG पोस्ट हैं जो हमको परेशान कर रही हैं। दे आर रियली बॉदरिंग अस। एंड नाउ व्हाट हैपेंड? Captain Kangaroos started advancing towards that peak. At night, sound travels faster than the daytime, right? So the enemy, which was sitting on top of the hill, observed the movement of the Indian army coming up from one particular direction. Where at night, sound travels faster. So the enemy, which was sitting on top, was observing, and our brave soldiers were ascending on the hill. As they were climbing up, the enemy observed the movement and opened indiscriminate fire on our soldiers from all directions. All over there were bullets flying, ladies and gentlemen. Bullets were spraying all over. Captain Kangaroos, who was leading the column, was totally unmindful of his own personal safety. Total disregard to his own personal safety went beyond the call of duty. He turned around, told his men, when he was shot 3 times in his abdomen, 3 bullets had entered into his stomach. He told his men, मेरे को गोली लग गई है, हो सकता है कि मैं आपके साथ हूं, लेकिन हो सकता है कि मैं सर्वाइव ना करूं, मैं जिंदा ना बच पाऊं लंबा टाइम तक। आप लोग चढ़ते रहो पहाड़ी पे, उसको कब्जा करना है, वो हमारा मुद्दा है। क्लियर है सब लोग? किसी को कोई शक? They all agreed. मगर मैं एक वादा करता हूं आप लोगों से, आप लोगों का किसी का भी बाल नहीं बाका होएगा। In the army, we take an oath when you're commissioned, when you're awarded the President's Commission, which says, the safety, honor, welfare of your country comes first, always and every time. The honor, welfare and comfort of the men you command comes next. Your own ease, comfort and safety comes last, always and every time. So Captain Kangaroo led from the front with a rocket launcher around his neck and a commando knife. He scaled up. As he reached up, he came face to face with 3 enemy soldiers. Using quick reflexes of mind and his presence of mind, he took out his commando knife and neutralized the enemy then and there. Thereafter, he loaded the rocket launcher. He was already shot in his abdomen. And he had removed his boots, mind you, while coming up. He was slipping, right? So while slipping in the snow, he removed his boots. He loaded the rocket launcher, took aim and fired at the enemy bunker. The enemy bunker went flying. But just then, ladies and gentlemen, a man who came up saw the brave platoon commander fighting with the enemy. A burst of enemy fire came and hit Captain Kangaroo in his chest, who fell from the cliff. The same cliff which they all had climbed up together. Now in the army, we live together, we die together. So a brave man who had struggled to climb up went down. Their brave platoon commander, who had broken his spine, had twisted both his legs falling from that height, being grievously wounded, had fallen over there but not died. Now, why didn't he die despite being so badly wounded? He didn't die. Yes, they just barefoot in minus 19-degree temperature. He didn't die because he had become a martyr. And martyrs don't die, ladies and gentlemen. They become legends and live in our hearts and minds forever. वो अमर हो गए थे, वो शहीद हो गए थे, उनको शहादत प्राप्त हुई थी क्योंकि उन्होंने अपनी जान की परवाह ना कर अपनी जान की बाजी लगाकर अपनी जान को जोखिम में डाला था, अपनी जान पे खेलकर वो मिशन पूरा किया था. The men went down to see where the brave platoon commander lay. They were carrying the national flag with them. They took out the national flag, draped the body of their platoon commander who was not with them anymore physically but only in spirits. And they started the climb again towards the hill. There was no guarantee this time that the enemy would not be there. They moved up. They planted the national flag on the hill. With a lot of respect, they laid the body of the brave platoon commander next to the national flag, saluted it, and the men cried. They wept. They wept like little babies. They cried like little babies in arms. Not because they had won a battle or a peak or a hillock, no. But because they had lost their brave platoon commander who was not with them anymore. And then the men shouted out while crying in unison, "ये जीत आपकी है नीमो साहब! ये हिल आपका है! आज से ये हिल नीमो हिल कहलाएगा!" He was affectionately known as Nemo Saab, with Captain Kangaroo is a difficult name to pronounce. If ever any of you go to Kargil to see where the Indian Army fought for your tomorrow, you will find a very prominent hill over there known as Nemo Hill. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the story of Nemo Hill. But that's not all, ladies and gentlemen. That's not all. Thank Gorang. 3 decades. Let me put this dollar off. Yes. 3 decades. 30 years of insurgency in Nagaland. Nagaland's got a very diverse culture, right? Like this Ao, Wangami, Chang, Chakisang, Semma, Lotha. There are about 50 tribes. Each tribe has a different sub-tribe. Now, 30 decades of insurgency, of infighting among the tribals in Nagaland came to a halt in one single day, where the whole Nagaland united together when the body of the brave platoon commander, Captain Kangaroos, was flown from Kargil to Kohima. But before that, to Dimapur airport, right? And hundreds of kilometers of human chain was formed. They had joined their hands to greet his body after washing their hands, of course. Okay. And the whole chain of people were saying, Captain Kangaroos, Amar Rahe, Amar Rahe. Captain Kangaroos, Amar Rahe, Amar Rahe. Captain Kangaroos, Amar Rahe, Amar Rahe. And where he was buried in the cemetery in Kohima, very close by, is the Kohima, the World War Cemetery. On a tombstone in golden words written over there, when you go home, tell them of us and say, for your tomorrow, we gave our today. Jai Hind. Now, how can a man die better than facing fearful odds, serving the ashes of his fathers and the temples of his gods? Captain Kangaroo was awarded the second highest rank for gallantry, the Mahavir Chakra, in the face of enemy for going beyond the call of duty. आतंक, वीरता, बहादुरी और साहस के लिए उनको महावीर चक्र प्रदान किया गया, मरणोपरांत, posthumously. But I will tell you something else. In 1999 also, there was a senior of mine by the name of Captain Vijayan Thapar. Captain Vijayan Thapar wrote a letter home. And immediately after writing this letter, he was to proceed towards the final assault. And what he wrote home was, my dearest Papa, Mummy and Granny, by the time this letter reaches you all, I would be observing you all from the skies, enjoying the hospitality of Apsaras. I have no regrets. In fact, if I were to be born again as a human, I would choose to join the army and serve my nation. Whichever organ needs to be taken should be taken and donated. Please donate some money to the orphanage and continue giving rupees 50 to Ruxana per month. Papa, you must be proud. Mama, please go and meet the name is withheld. I loved her. Mama ji, please forgive me for anything wrong that I may have done. Anyhow, it's about time I go and join my clan of Dirty Dozen. My assault party has 12 chaps. Live life king size. Yours, Robin. Jai Hind. Ladies and gentlemen, after writing this letter, Captain Vijayan Thapar and his brave 12 men, in that terrain, temperature, climate conditions, started advancing towards what is known as the final assault, the final attack. After days of being there at the border, they started moving. And hours after that, Captain Vijayan Thapar attained martyrdom. वो हमारे बीच में नहीं रहे क्योंकि उन्होंने अपनी जान की परवाह ना कर अपनी जान की बाजी लगाकर अपनी जानों पे खेलकर हमारे मुल्क की हिफाजत करी. Ladies and gentlemen, I have safeguarded our national frontiers in the states of Jammu and Kashmir and the Northeast. I have put my life at stake on several occasions. But today, just like any one of you, I'm fighting a different kind of battle, the battle against coronavirus. The most deadliest battle I've ever fought by staying indoors. And when I say it's the most deadly virus or most deadly battle, why? Because here the enemy is invisible. You do not know which enemy, where you're fighting. And the only way is stay indoors the way we are staying right now and listening to this. Khair, I don't want to make it too serious. Now let me come to a few humorous ones. Alright? There's a small little secret I want to share with you all. But promise me the secret doesn't go out of this room. Huh? The secret is, come closer. Kareeb aaiye na. You. I'm telling you, come closer. I don't want my wife to hear. The secret is that I am my own grandpa. What did I just say? I said I am my own grandpa. Now let me explain to you how. I am my own grandpa. It sounds funny, I know, but really so. I am my own grandpa. Let me explain to you how. Oh, many, many years ago, when I was 23, I was married to a widow who was as pretty as could be. Now, this widow had a grown-up daughter who had hair so red that my father fell in love with her, and soon the two were wed. Now this made my dad my son-in-law and changed my very life, for my daughter now became my mother, since she became my father's wife. Now to complicate the matter, though it brought me joy, I soon became the father of a bouncing baby boy. Now this little baby of mine then became a brother-in-law to dad, and so became my uncle, for it made me very sad. For if this little baby of mine was my uncle, then that made him the brother of the widow's grown-up daughter, who of course by now was my stepmother. My father's wife then had a son who kept them on the run, and he became my grandchild, for he was my stepdaughter's son. Now, my wife is now my stepmother's mother. It makes me blue, because although she is my wife, she is my grandmother too. Now if my wife is my grandmother, then obviously I am her grandchild. And every time I think of this, by God, it really drives me wild. For now I've become the strangest case you ever saw. As husband of my own grandma, I am my own grandpa. It sounds funny and complicating, I know, but really so. Thank you. हिंदी हो गई भाई, अंग्रेजी हो गया, हाँ उर्दू में सुनाते हैं आपको, ठीक है? सुनिए, उर्दू में सुनिए. The story of Oedipus and Rex. Oedipus. In ancient Greece, there lived a king. He was told by a soothsayer, by an astrologer, someone who predicts the future, that your son would be the reason for your death. Upon hearing this, he orders for this newborn baby, this child, to be killed. So, the nightman who is responsible of killing this baby goes to the forest, leaves him there, and comes back late at night. This baby starts crying obviously in the forest. He is found by a shepherd. The shepherd picks him up, wraps him around his arms, takes him home, raises him, looks after him. And when this little baby is 20 years old, he joins the army of that kingdom that's against that king's kingdom, right? goes to battle against that king, kills the king, marries the queen, and later on he's told, "What have you done?" He's told by the shepherd, "The king you've actually killed is your long lost father, and the queen you've actually married is your long lost mother." Upon hearing this, he pulled out his eyes. उसका मैं आपको उर्दू में सुनाऊंगा क्योंकि अंग्रेजी हो गई, हिंदी हो गई, अब उर्दू बाकी है, ठीक है? सुनिए, करीब आइए, कम क्लोजर यार, इट्स ओके. हाँ, यू नॉट ब्रश योर टीथ, डजंट मैटर यार, यू हैव ब्रश, ओके ग्रेट. इसे सुनिए. उसने अपने हाथों अपनी मौत को गले लगाया. ओ वो खौफनाक मंजर. आप खुशकिस्मत है, नहीं यकीनन आप खुशकिस्मत है कि आपने उसका अंजाम नहीं देखा, लेकिन मैं मुकद्दर का मारा उसकी दर्दनाक मौत का मंजर कैसे बना सकूंगा. वो जज्बात के तूफान में बहती हुई अंदर आई और पागलों की तरह अपने बालों को जकड़े हुए अपने कमरे में चली गई और दरवाजा बंद कर लिया. वो चिल्लाकर उस मरूम लायस को पुकार रही थी और चीख चीख कर अपने मासूम बच्चे के बारे में बताने लगी जो अपने ही वालिद का कातिल था, है? और अपने ही माँ के साथ हम बिस्तरी की. अरे जिस कोख से जन्म लिया उसी कोख से अपने बच्चों को पैदा किया. जालिम किस्मत ने उस पर दौरा वार किया. खाविन से खाविन मिला और बेटे से बेटा. मैंने बस इतना ही सुना. उसकी मौत का मंजर मेरी नजरों से छुपा हुआ था. अब उसी वक्त शहंशाह चिल्लाते हुए अंदर आए. वो गुस्से से बड़बड़ा रहे थे, मालूम होता था उन्हें कोई 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 शैतान उतर आया. वो चिल्लाकर बोले, कहाँ है वो? अब कोई भी ये ना बता सका कि मलिका आलिया कहाँ है. वो खुद ही बंद दरवाजे को टक्कर मारने लगे. उनकी चोट और उनकी लात से दरवाजा उखड़ गया और हम सब बहर तो खौफ से देख रहे थे. मलिका आलिया की लाश रस्सी से बंधी हुई झूल रही थी, है? शहंशाह ने भी उसे देखा. उनके मुंह से एक दर्दनाक चीख निकली और दीवाना मार पड़कर रस्सी को खोला. लेकिन दर्दनाक मंजर तो अभी और बाकी थे. अरे शहंशाह ने देखा कि मलिका आलिया के लिबास में एक सोने का कांटा लगा हुआ था. शहंशाह ने उसे निकाला और एक हाथ के फासले अपनी आंखों में खोप लिया. उन आंखों में जो उसकी बेशर्मी, उसकी बेतखाई नहीं देख सकती थी, है? अरे क्या कहें मैं आपसे, अरे क्या कहें. वो दोनों गुनहगार थे, एक मर्द और एक औरत, और गुनहगार उन दोनों को मिली. The story of Lady Bismarck. There are a few stories which I learned when I was in school, when I had forgotten my lines now on stage. At that time I was trying to work on myself. And then a few tongue twisters I learned, like, because I couldn't speak straight. I would stammer, stutter, lisp. I had a speech impediment, so I learned these tongue twisters. Betty Butter bought a bit of butter, but the butter was bitter, so Betty Butter bought a bit of better butter to make the bitter butter better. She sells seashells on the seashore, but the seashells on the... She sells seashells on the seashore, but the seashells on the seashore, not seashells at all. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper, Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper, where's the peck of pickled pepper Peter Piper picked? है ना भैया? एक मिर्जा खालिद या फैज अहमद फैज की उर्दू हो जाए थोड़ी. टाइम देखा, टाइम है कि नहीं है मेरे पास? 7:40, या टाइम तो है. मिर्जा खालिद इन द ईयर 1858 के आसपास की बात है, बहादुर शाह जफर कोर्ट टाइम, when his उस्ताद नवाब हसन ज़ौक़ एंड मिर्जा खालिद, उनकी जुगलबंदी चलती थी, जुगलबंदी, ठीक है? Solid rivalry between Nawab Hasan ज़ौक़, who was his ustad, his trainer, incidentally his teacher. One fine day after Jugalbandi session, Mirza Ghalib was returning home. भाई मेरे चाचा जान है ना मिस्टर नसीरुद्दीन शाह, उन्होंने गुलजार के सीरियल में मिर्जा गालिब का बड़ा अच्छा किरदार निभाया है. तो थोड़ी बहुत जरा से वहां से शायद मिल गए होंगे. उस टाइम पे उनको एक चाय की दुकान पे उनके वाइफ के नेफ्यू नवाब अलाए वो दिख गए. एंड मिर्जा गालिब इन दिस टाइम यू राइट लेटर्स द वे इन टुडेज टाइम वी सेंड व्हाट्सएप मैसेजेस, इंस्टाग्राम, फेसबुक, BBM, ट्विटर, ईमेल, SMS. Like that, right? जिसको दो, like, no, if someone sends you a WhatsApp message and you read it and that person gets 2 blue ticks, which means you read it but not replied, feel a bit bad, no? Ah, so and so read my message, but so and so not replied. Maybe so and so might reply by evening, and the person doesn't reply by evening also, you feel bad. Same way, Mirza Ghalib told Nawab Alai, भाई मैं तुम्हारे से बहुत खफा हूं. क्यों साहब? आप मेरे खत का जवाब नहीं देते हैं इसलिए. मुझे आपका मस्कन नहीं पता. मिर्जा गालिब never stayed in one particular house for more than a couple of months. बड़ी मैलान में उनका घर था in Delhi, but he didn't stay there as such. So Ghalib साहब goes back and writes a stinker to him. क्या लिखते हैं सुनिए. लिखते हैं 50 बरस से दिल्ली में रहता हूं. हजारा खत अतराफ और जवानिब से आते हैं. अरे बहुत लोग ऐसे हैं जो मोहल्ला नहीं लिखते, सिर्फ शहर का नाम और मेरा नाम. ये सब मरातिब तुम जानते हो और उन खुतूत को भी तुम देख चुके हो, और फिर मुझसे पूछते हो अपना मस्कन बता. अरे अगर मैं तुम्हारे नजदीक अमीर नहीं, ना सही अहले हरफा में से भी नहीं हूं कि जब तक मोहल्ला और थाना ना लिखा जावे हर कारा मेरा पता ना बताओ. आप सिर्फ दिल्ली लिखकर मेरा नाम लिख दिया कीजिए. खत पहुंचने का मैं साहब. हाय दीपिका, हाउ आर यू? यू हियर? एंड देन दिस वन मोर लेटर. मिर्जा गालिब राइट्स, मियां मैं बड़ी मुसीबत में हूं. मेलसरा की दीवारें गिर गई हैं. तुम्हारी पुप्पी कहती हैं हाय दबी हाय मरी. दीवान खाने का हाल मेलसरा से बदतर है. हाँ, मैं मरने से नहीं डरता, फुख्ताने राहत से घबरा गया. छत छलनी है. अब 2 घंटा बरसे तो छत 4 घंटे बरसती है. अगर तुमसे हो सके तो भाई से मुझको वो हवेली जहां मीर हसन रहते थे और कोठी में से वो बला खाना में दराने जेरी जो इलाही बख्श मरहूम का मस्कन था, में रहने को दिलवा दो. खालिद, यकशंबा 27 जुलाई 1862. हाय राजलक्ष्मी, हाउ आर यू? वाओ अली, सो स्वीट, वन नाइस स्वीट कमेंट. हाय जैन साहब, हाय शशांक. अच्छा, फिर खालिद साहब एक खत और लिखते हैं. वो लिखते हैं अब मैं और 62 रुपये 8 आने कलेक्ट्री के, 100 रुपये रामपुर के. इनकम टैक्स जुदा, सूद जुदा, मूल जुदा, बीवी जुदा, बच्चे जुदा, शागिर्द पेशा जुदा. तंग आ गया, गुजारा मुश्किल हो गया. सुबह की तबरीद मतरूख, चाश्त का गोश्त आधा, रात की शराब व गुलाब मौकूफ. 20-22 रुपया महीना बचा. यारों ने पूछा तभी तो शराब कब तक ना पियोगे? जवाब दिया जब तक वो ना पिलाएंगे. अरे जो ना पियोगे तो किस तरह जियोगे? जवाब दिया जिस तरह वो जिलाएंगे. भाई महीना पूरा नहीं गुजरा था कि रामपुर से अलावा सवाई मुकर्ररी और रुपये आ गए. खैर, सुबह की तबरीद, रात की शराब जारी हो गई. गोश्त पूरा आने लगा. One last letter of Mirza Ghalib before I move on to Faiz Ahmad Faiz. Okay. शुक्रिया, थैंक राजलक्ष्मी. ए मेरी जान, ये वो दिल्ली नहीं है जहां तुम पैदा हुए हो. ये वो दिल्ली नहीं है जहां तुमने इल्म तहसील किया है. ये वो दिल्ली नहीं है जहां तुम शोबान बेग की हवेली में मुझसे पढ़ने आते थे. ये वो दिल्ली नहीं है जहां 7 बरस की उम्र से आता जाता हूं. ये वो दिल्ली नहीं है जहां 51 बरस से मुकीम हो. एक मिलिट्री कंप है. आपका अंदाज दीवान से. Come on, Priyam, don't joke. It's so sweet of you. Anyway, if it's a compliment, thank you. It is a compliment. I think it's a compliment. I'm a big admirer of Devan. Yes. अब सुनिए एक और बात. फैज अहमद फैज की बहुत छोटी सी नज़म है. बोल बोल के लब आजाद है तेरे, बोल जवाब तक तेरी है. तेरा सुतवा जिस्म है तेरा, बोल के जाप तक तेरी है. देख के अंगार की दुकान में टुंड है शोले सुर्ख है आहन. खुलने लगे कुफरों के तहाने, फैला हर एक जंजीर का दामन। बोल के साथ जिंदा है अब तक, बोल जो कुछ कहना है कह दे। शेर शायरी सुनते हैं, शेर शायरी सुनिए। अल्लामा इकबाल ने कहा था, खुद ही को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से खुद पूछे, बता तेरी रजा क्या है। मजरू सुल्तानपुरी ने खूब कहा था, जिसकी वजह से अब हम आज ये प्ले कर रहे हैं। मैं तो अकेले ही चला था जानिबे मंजिल, मैं तो अकेले ही चला था जानिबे मंजिल, मगर लोग साथ आते गए और कारवां बनता गया। राइट। उसकी एक और शेर सुनिए आप। भैया मुझे जलाने से पहले मेरे मरने के बाद, मुझे जलाने से पहले मेरे मरने के बाद में सीने से मेरा दिल निकाल लेना। कहीं ऐसा ना हो मेरे दिल में जो बसी है, कहीं वो ही जल जाए। तेरी यादों को भुलाने के लिए मैंने एक सिगरेट जलाई। अरे भाई, तेरी यादों को भुलाने के लिए मैंने एक सिगरेट जलाई, कम वक्त धुएं ने भी तेरी तस्वीर बनाई। Anyhow, let me tell you one more thing now. Are we all enjoying it or not? If you're enjoying it, we'll continue. Otherwise, I don't know if I should. I'm waiting for a call from Gorang. बताइए कंटिन्यू करें नहीं करें इसको, जारी रखें नहीं रखें। प्रियम जानी, थैंक यू सर। आप तो वो एक्सरसाइज के बारे में बता रहे थे। या ओके प्रियम, आई विल टेल यू। वाह क्या बात है। Deepika Yadav, all right. Deepika Yadav, thank you for those claps. Thanks a lot. Vocal exercise. You know, I had a speech impediment. I could not speak, but today I'm a motivational speaker. Even देखिए, इस लॉकडाउन के टाइम पे जहां पे एक तरफ कंपनियां बंद हो रही थी, मॉल्स बंद हो रहे थे, सिनेमा हॉल्स बंद हो रहे थे, रेस्टोरेंट्स बंद हो रहे थे, shops were closing down, companies were closing down, companies were suffering losses, they were dehiring the employees or contemplating about dehiring them. On the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, I also know of companies which were not just making profit, they were making multi-fold profits, such as pharmaceutical companies, Netflix, Zoom, WebEx, Google Meet, Instagram Live, of which you are addicted to. भाई एक दिन में आप कितनी स्क्रॉलिंग करते हैं इंस्टाग्राम की? हाँ, आप सोच रहे हैं इनको कैसे पता है, हमें मालूम है, ठीक है। फेसबुक लाइव, स्ट्रीम यार्ड। गौरंग इज कॉलिंग मी। हाय गौरंग, हाय भाई। श्योर, ऑल राइट, ओके, ठीक है, ओके, थैंक गौरव, थैंक यू, बाय बाय बाय। हाँ, तो अब मैं आपको ये बताता हूं कि भाई यहां पे हम समाप्त करते हैं। मैंने आपको कहा था, अब मैं यहां पे नाटक समाप्त करता हूं, मगर इस अनुचित पात्र से आपकी भेंट इस नाटक के दौरान इस नहीं कई बार होगी। प्लीज फॉलो माय यूट्यूब चैनल बाय द नेम मोहम्मद अली शाह, MOHOMMEDALISHH। If you message me on YouTube or on Facebook, I will respond to you. I'm not very active on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn and all. But Facebook, I am very regular with. Okay? Google my name. And I thank Gaurang. It was great. Yeah, thank you for having me over. Once again, I thank Mumbai Theatre Guide and Whistling Woods International Andheri Bay Studio. Thank you, Kanchi. Thank you, Gaurang. Thank you, everyone, for putting this together. You're truly blessed with an impactful voice. Oh, thank you, Deepika. Thank you. Very sweet of you. You take care. Love you all. Jai Hind.